Hey there, welcome back guys. This video special thanks to Evan and Dave from the REI store in Soho who showed me how to do what I'm about to show you in this video. Some basic settings for the Garmin Enduro GPS watch that we have right here so that everything works out just right for you. One of the first things we're going to show you is how to get I was going to say drone, or phone, the watch out of sleep mode. So sometimes in sleep mode, by default, it's just gonna use less energy and the screen will be like faint and I can't see it. And usually when you press it, it's supposed to be brighter. So what'll happen is right here, if you click here, hold the top button down. This is the top button for like 2 seconds and then this menu appears. So if you don't see it, watch. See, I'm back on my watch, but we want to make it brighter again. Maybe you're going to pull an all-nighter and you want your watch back. So hold this down for 2 seconds, okay? And then voila. Now what we're going to do is right here, there is a little moon, right? So you can press the moon, see? Now you're on focus mode. But if you don't see the moon, it looks like this. See? Sleep mode. And then voila. Now you've got your watch back. Again, this is what it looks like. It looks like a target. And if you want to put it into sleep mode, just put it into sleep. Just press right here. See? And then you can select an activity, but we don't want an activity. You want to put it back into sleep. See? Voila, now it's sleeping. But again, that's how you wake it up. Now, if you don't see this in there, I'm going to delete this. Let's say you wanted to remove it from there. So what you do is just hold the screen and then a new menu appears. And then actually before we remove it, you can't really see it, right? So let's go back. Let's take it out of sleep mode. And then, whoops, right here. We don't want to remove it. So we want to bring it back in. We need to activate the menu. See? Now, hey, we got our watch back. Yay. All right, so now I'm going to remove a couple of items and just add them again, okay? So let's see what we have here. So you're going to hold the screen, right? And then not reorder. You can reorder them if you want. We're going to remove. So you would do is you turn it, right? And you see the little X there? There's an X. See the X? So I'm going to press it, remove it. See? Anything that's in the X. Let's say I want to... let's remove this one. Touch screen. You can actually turn touch screen on and off. So I do here. And they're like, oh no, I want my touch screen back. To turn touch screen on and off, this bottom button and the top right button, bottom left, and hold them down. See, touch screen is off. Now I can't touch anything. And then touch screen is on. Now I can touch my screen again. See that? All right, so knowing that, moving forward, again, we're going to go back into the menu. See, now, where's my stuff? Don't touch my stuff. We make these videos so you don't have to. So now, again, hold down the top button, right, and for like a few seconds until this menu appears. And then what you're going to do is hold your finger down on it. See, I'm going to add controls. So I want to add, you can add whatever you want. You can add assistance, backlight, barometer. In my case, we're going to add, put do not disturb back, see, focus mode, and then you want to put, what else are we going to put in there? Everything looks like it's in alphabetical order, which is great because we should be coming up to touch, see? And now you can turn touch screen on and off. So we'll add that. Wallet, and we'll just add some basics, Wi-Fi settings if you want, because usually it's an Easter egg hunt just to find them. But you decide what's right for you, and now you know how we can fill that up in there. And when you press it like this, phone, oops, people are sleeping. Ay, ay, ay. Exit. Yeah. So you kind of get that. I don't know if you heard that beep. So yeah, you know, each time you tap something, it'll activate or reactivate a feature. Activate or deactivate. So now, as you can see here, we're going to get out of here. We're going to go back into the watch. So now you know how that works. But let's say the do not disturb, you're not crazy about the schedule. All right, so what we'll do is we'll press this button right here, the middle one, okay? And then hold it. See, well, don't go to watch face, go to watch settings, and then keep scrolling, okay? You have display and brightness, which we could turn up because it's 50%, and we kind of want it to be a little bit higher for the sake of this video, okay? So we got that, and this is the back button when you want to go back, okay? And then now we just keep going. See where it says focus mode? You have sleep, and then see we were just there. So that's one way to do it. This is like a shortcut, you know? And then as you can see, everything is in here in this menu. So if we go to user profile, fitness, your name, your age, and all that other fun stuff is in there. And then if we go back, see, well, no, if you go back too many times, you lose your spot. So then just, again, press it right there, and then go here, watch settings, notifications and alerts, okay? You have smart notifications. I have mine set to whatever they are. Sound, you have display and brightness. See, we just changed it to 100%, okay? And then we have here, connectivity. You can add an accessory. In my case, I added my phone. And then we have focus mode, see? And then you have sleep, and then you have here, activity. You decide what again, that's what we just showed you, status, see, on, off. And then you have schedule, which is you want to do. You might have to change the schedule. So mine is from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. As you can see, right now it is 12:55, so I might have to change that to 2 or 3 in the morning, but you get the idea now, okay? So now let's go back into some other settings. These are just basic settings to get you guys up and running. The watch face. It was like, everyone's like, oh, I want a watch face. You can download watch faces in there. You might go crazy looking for them, and that's because they're not there. Sometimes you'll be allowed to download something, but it just won't be there. And to know if your whatever it was you download is there, just scroll here. Go into the other menu, which is right here. Where is it? Scroll right here. Usually it's here on your, let's try going up. So in our case, we're going up. Keep scrolling until you get to the bottom. See, I have Commute there, but there are other apps I download, just not working out. So as you can see, and then you can just press it and then continue. It'll ask you to scan a QR code. In this case, I'm not gonna install Commute because it's not free. And then if your touch screen isn't working, just scroll down and voila, your touch screen is there. And so now we're just gonna go back. So to delete the app, you would just go here. Go into press this button to get into activities. Again, we're going to delete the Commute because Commute is not working. And see, I have my activities here, and then I'm going to keep scrolling until I get to the Garmin IQ store right there. See, and then I'm going to click here, installed, and then it should appear. It's loading, and see, I have Commute. So press Commute and uninstall. I don't need it. Unless it was free. And again, if you don't see it there, that means it just somehow, like for example, I installed this one. It's installed, it's not showing up. Maybe it's just not compatible with this one, but we can just uninstall it. So don't go crazy looking for your apps. If they're not there, they're not there. They will be there. It says installed. But when that happens, it's good for business because then we can say, welcome back to everything that glitches. And actually my friend Jordy from back in the day, invented this app. We worked together, I was one of the beta testers in the beginning, where it was just a few users. Now, it's all around the world. It's amazing. See, app installed, no app installed, which you'll see. I'll leave a link to one of my hiker's guides. See, now there's nothing installed, and that's on there. And now, you have weather. So it requires syncing your phone through the app, but it's not like the iPhone where you need your phone. I can just take this in the woods and not have my phone. But bring your phone in case there's an emergency and you need, some assistance. Knowing that moving forward, now we're just going to go into the final one, which is the watch. See, I have battery here. Oops. Battery. So I don't need 2 of those there. Maybe you want to customize these. I'm not sure what's there. Probably sunrise and sunset. Okay. All right, so we're going to change those. So what you want to do is hold this button right here, the middle button, and then after you hold the middle button, select watch face. See? And now I have like a little pencil. It looks like this thing right here, but it's green. Okay, press it, and now I'm going to select data, except this is not a touch stylus, so you got to use your finger. Now I have here, you see it's pulsating, that one right there. So we can just tap it. Now that I tap it, I can press this button to activate, the middle button to activate like a change of things. See, running tolerance, recovery time. I'm going to change it so that it says, what do they call it? Sunrise and sunset. I like to know when the sunrise and sunsets so that I know, you know, like sometimes the sunsets are really nice for drone pictures. So now I just got to keep going. And it says it right there. See? That's weekly cycling, VO2 max, and it keeps got sunrise and sunset. Okay? So now I press this one right here. I like it. And now I'm going to press, see, I got battery, 2 batteries there. And that one I'm going to do heart rate. I'm going to put heart rate there. And so now I'm going to put, press the middle button. Whoops. Press the middle button to activate it. See? And now I just keep, now I can move the middle or the bottom one to cycle through everything until I get the one that I want, which I believe, just look for the heart. My heart goes out to you. See? Heart rate. And then this one I leave as is because that's where I want the battery. And now that we're done with that particular part of the experience, see, I'm going to press this button right there. And then just to make sure there's nothing else, there are no other options, there's just those 3. And then I press this button right here, you know, just cycle through, just double check, but just press that. And then now the bottom button brings you back. Don't go back all the way, just hit apply. And now you see, look, sunrise is at 6 something. My heart rate, well, I'm not wearing it, so it's nothing to read right now. The day, 19 days until the battery depletes. All right, last but least, map settings. Don't rely on this. I mean, it's fun, it's great, but don't become too dependent on technology when going into the woods. If you have an oh shit moment, battery dies, you fall on a rock, this glitches out, good luck getting home unless you know how to navigate with the stars and through the sun and things like that, but not happening. So knowing that moving forward, bring a compass, bring your phone, bring matches, extra hiking stuff in case you do get lost and wind up in the woods and have to camp out for the night. All right, knowing that moving forward, but you won't have to because you've got this watch, right? This watch will help get you out of a pickle. All right, so now I'm going to take you through here. Here's our maps right here. I just know how to use a map, know how to use a compass, real compass before, you know, you need a plan B. We're going to click on our map right here. That's for cycling. So let's go back again. Let's go to hiking. Okay. See, hiking. And just scroll up. Navigate, course, and more. Okay. And hike settings. You have your settings here. You have data screens you can add. Okay. But in this particular case, what we want to do is we want to click here. We want to click, usually it's on the map. See, there's our map. So when you have your map and you select everything, click right here. And then you can click start tracking, but don't start tracking yet. You want to do these settings. Navigate. Don't navigate back to start yet. You can. Depending where you are, sometimes it'll follow the trail. But you got to really know your way around the woods. It works, but it doesn't really work. So just going to go here and navigation settings. See, we scroll down to the bottom. Avoidance, unpaved roads is off, ferries is on, and then narrow trails is off. Okay. And then for alerts, I like this one, final distance, and then I like their off course. You want that to keep on. See, it's off. It might be off by default. Turn that on. And then we have cutoff, etc. And then leave everything else as, unless you're cycling, and I leave the Climb Pro on. If you like the hills and stuff like that. See, And then you have data field. You can add data fields, but I'm a data fields fan. I just like to use it for the navigation / orienteering. I'm a big fan of going off the woods and exploring the places you shouldn't go, which is a lot of the old mines, which we've done a couple on the live stream. Knowing that, moving forward, just make sure your settings are set before you go. Double check. Don't assume like, oh, there, I did that already. No, sometimes, shit happens and you're like, wait, why isn't it telling me what to do? Now you know. Again, back to start, and then see, voila, now we're already set and ready to go, except we're inside. Again, double check your settings, make sure they are what they are and what they need to be. And I believe there was one more map setting. You have map manager, you have outdoor maps is subscription only. It's looking for a Wi-Fi settings where you can use your phone, so you got to scan that. But there's no really need for that because look, it comes with default topo maps. I don't play golf, so I have to take those off there. But as you can see, there are some other maps on there, and just download the ones that you need. Maybe you want music on here instead. But it's a great watch. And the reason why it's dark right now, it's because it's in night mode. But if we go here, if we go to navigate, and if we go to right here, save locations, right? And then click on, we're probably going to go to Bradley Mine in the next live stream. If we scroll down, this is how it would look. So at least it gives you the brightness of how it would look. And tap it again. But now we're in dark mode because it's night out. And as you can see, the topographical map is right here. And those sometimes don't confuse the trail with the elevation tag is what I call it. But right about there, it should be about, 600 feet or something like that. So it'll tell you the elevation when you see there's the mine. Some of the mines are already on the trail, but you have to navigate to them. Knowing that moving forward, if we tap one right here, it's usually going to tell you the elevation. But in this case, it's not, because we need to go back and then go back and then go back, go back. And then now if we tap anywhere, see, 1,000 feet, as long as you're not on, you just have to go back and go into real-time view. But this is dark because it's nighttime, like 1 in the morning. But don't confuse the elevation tags with the trail. Check the waypoint because the details might be in the waypoint too. And if you get lost in the woods, just look for a tree. First tree, second tree. Don't go for the tree that's that way or that way. If you want to walk in a straight line, go here and then follow that tree. And then you have another tree over here that you walk to, and then look for the other one that's straight ahead from the next one, and then just keep walking in a straight line until you find your way and wind up on the road, and you're like, "Mister, please stop your car, help me." Like, come on in, sweetie, we gotta bring you up to the house. Remember that movie House of a Thousand Corpses where they got lost in the woods? Yeah, don't be like them. Know your way out. But that doesn't happen in the Harriman area anyway. And now we make these videos so you don't have to. So stay on the lookout. We're going to take you guys in the woods for an adventure. The band's pretty good on this thing, I have to say. Special thanks to Ed for sending us this watch. We appreciate you. And look out for us on the next adventure. Anyway, I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. Or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you all next time.